Hello YouTubers, welcome to Big Butters Getting Bigger. And it's a very special Getting Bigger today because today I am making the original Big Butter snack. This snack here I discovered when I was 14 and it looks like a snack a 14-year-old would make. As I've said before, all these snacks, well, pretty much all of them, I discovered by accident. It was whatever food stuff I found lying around in the house and decided to combine. And this was no exception. All I had lying around when I was hungry, one bored day when I was 14, where my folks were out, God knows where they were, not being responsible parents, giving me healthy, nutritious meals, that's for sure. So what did I have in the house? I had some of my mum's Ponzi pita breads, some beef burgers in the freezer, and some baked beans. So I made this monstrosity. And let's see how we make it now. Here's what you'll need to make the original Big Butter snack. A box of the cheapest, nastiest burgers you can find. Heinz baked beans. Other varieties are available, but they're rubbish. Pita breads, wholemeal or white, and finally, butter. Put far too much oil into a frying pan and heat on the highest temperature possible. Then place 2 of your cheap nasty burgers in the pan. Next, gently heat the beans in another pan until the sauce is barely above room temperature and the bean itself can in no conceivable way be described as cooked. Lightly toast the pita bread on setting 4. When the pita is blown open, cut open and spread on a liberal coating of butter. Place inside your cholesterol burgers and finally spoon in a liberal coating of baked beans. That's it. Okay, as you can see, I went with the recipe with the original specifications. That is pretty close to how I would have made this when I was 14. If I was going to make something similar now, yeah, obviously I'd grill the burgers instead of fry them. I probably wouldn't necessarily use beef burgers. I might go for a plant-based option these days. With regards to the baked beans, you see they all drip out of the bread like this. So I would have definitely cooked the baked beans for longer. I like to, with baked beans sometimes, almost stew the beans so that the bean itself sort of starts to react with the sauce and it creates a more sort of pasty texture to the beans. People sort of balk when you hear that, but I mean it tastes exactly the same as normal baked beans. It's a more sturdy structure and it's less likely to leak out of the sides than this. But there you go. I haven't eaten this probably since I was 15, so let's see if it still holds up as a snack. Not really, actually. I think I could improve on that a lot now. That is pure stodge. The burgers, they just taste like fat. On top of that, you've got the butter in there and the blandness of the beans and the bread all mixing together to create something that, you know, will nourish you, sure, but actually that is so stodgy and fatty that I wouldn't recommend finishing it because that is more than likely to leave you feeling a little bit ill. Can you believe I used to eat 2 of these at a time? Well, there you go. That was a curious little experiment. I can't really recommend that one. Like I say, I could make a much better, tastier version of that now. Really bring out the flavour of the burger and the baked beans. So there you go, folks. That's where it all began. That's a little origin story of Big Buddha's getting bigger there. And the original Big Buddha snack. I promise I'll do something you'll actually want to eat next time. But until then, thanks for joining me, folks, and I'll see you all out there in YouTube land. Bye.